We go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the main show for today. Ladies and gentlemen, today is officially. Let's make sure more people start showing up. We just started. Let's make sure people start showing up. And for all of you watching, if you don't know already, this is a live stream show. And for some of you that have been here on a weekly basis, most of you already know live streams, no editing, and we do full reviews. For all of you watching today, we are going to be doing a special one. So for all of you, let's start off the stream. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Win number one for everybody watching around the world. Thank you everybody for tuning in on a weekly basis and on a daily basis to watch these streams. If you're working right now and you're watching this and you want a little bit of advice of some whiskeys, this is going to be your stream. For all of you watching, today we're going to be doing, yes, Upmann, yes, AJ Fernandez, yes, and for a lot of you that haven't seen this before, well, here you go. This is, yes, Upmann by AJ Fernandez, the Toro, and for a lot of you, handmade in Nicaragua. Yes, it's going to be the first one that we are officially going to say, maybe going to say good, positive stuff about AJ Fernandez. For all of you watching, we're going to review this one. You all know ahead of time, AJ Fernandez is something I try not to put on the streams, but we will be putting this on because, let's just say, the band, it's a flashy, beautiful band. Upmann, let's say Upmann right now. Oof, Upmann's good. Okay, they do good stuff. For all of you watching, some of the whiskeys we have today on the stream. Start by showing. Maybe we might do Joseph Magnus, a cigar blend. Also, we do have some other things that I'd like to show you. This goes really good with a lot of Stokies recently. Good to see Edgar Romeo chat room. Farm Kitty AM in the chat room. Great to see all of you. And for a lot of you, I'm going to say, I think many of you that are watching, you probably don't know how Upmann is. I love Upmann, okay? I enjoy Upmann. But AJ Fernandez got a hold of this, and he did his thing. If you don't know AJ Fernandez, he tends to put a lot of pepper, that's a thing. He puts a lot of pepper and is very strong. So let's see how this comes out. Let's start opening this up. AM in the chat room. Shout out to AM in the chat room. There's a headquarters apparently here in Tampa, which I actually didn't know about, but I'm going to say this. Looks nice. Let me smell the tip. That's what she said. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to say so far, very nice. Compared to the last AJ I had, which was actually a Monte Cristo. We put it on the stream because I love Monte Cristo. But AJ Fernandez, he got a hold of that Monte Cristo blend, I guess, and he changed it up a little bit. And personally, I can tell you, you could go rewatch that stream. When I did do a review of that one, it's Monte Cristo and AJ Fernandez. Anyway, today is Upmann. That's going to be it, right? Upmann. Before you guys say anything, one of the whiskeys out here that I'm looking forward to, 13 Colony, the cast strength, 2025. Look how low it is. Look how low it is. You know why it's low? Because it's one of my, if you're members, if you have a membership, go watch the review that I did of this bottle. I'm going to say, I'm looking forward to this stream because of the bottle. It's just so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. You can go rewatch the stream. It's yesterday. It's posted up only on members only. So if you don't have a members only content subscription, you might not be able to see the review on that one, okay? So for all of you, let's start cutting our, yes. Let's start cutting our stogie. Here we go. Oh! That's crispy as heck. That's a little bit too crispy. I don't know why. AJ, oh man, this is a second. This is a second stogie from AJ that is so crispy. Did you see that? Holy Lord. I'm going to say this. This was in my humidor for about maybe a week. Not even a week. Maybe 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. Been in my humidor for 5 days. Just 5 days. And I'm going to say, that's not supposed to be that crispy, man. Whoa. Anyways, phone the matter is, we got a good cut. We got a good cut. Nice cut. Beautiful, even cut. For all of you watching, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Mondays are hard. Mondays are hard with the algorithm. Yes, this is a live stream, so if you could do me a favor, tap the screen a couple times, and we're going to be drinking some whiskeys too. We're going to pair it up. Which is going to be the best whiskey? Over here, Bottled and Bond, Heaven Hill. We're going to put this on the screen. Also, I plan on maybe, not 100%, maybe having a Overholt, the rye. Maybe this needs a little bit of rye action. Also, I have some backup plan just in case. Well, you guys know one of my favorites, Wild Turkey 70s. We might put this one on here. All right, we have a little bit left. Also, you see the Bookers. What Bookers? Obviously, the newest one, the best one, the newest and the best. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. So I'm going to say the best one. 2025, yes, Berry Batch. This is officially one of the best Bookers they have released in a long time. This is really, really good. I might put this on the stream. But to start this off, we might have to start off with this Garrison Brothers. Most likely, I need to drain this bottle. It needs a little bit of loving. So for all of you, this is Garrison Brothers. We might have this one. This is the Guadalupe Texas Straight Bourbon Whiskey finishing a port cast. Yeah, so you get a little bit of fruity notes. Really nice. Anyways, let's start this up. Let's light this up. I'm going to say so far, just the aromas that I'm getting, almost like a honey, graham cracker, and woody. Very nice, very nice. I really like the aromas so far on this one. Very sweet, very sweet. Really like it. So here we go. Let's toast this up even more. I got a mosquito. Got a mosquito trying to bite me. Trying to get it. Okay, for all of you, here we go. Beautiful, beautiful band, beautiful band. We're going to try this out, but currently, I'm going to say it smells really good. What I smell, the aromas, the beautiful aromas is smelling really, really good. Let's toast this up just a little bit more. We're going to start with this. All right, should be good to go. Let's get this going for all of you wines. There you go. Let's get this going. Beautiful, beautiful leaf so far. Here we go. First pool. First pool on here. Here we go for all of you watching. Here we go. There it is. I found the ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. Found the mosquito. It's somewhere here. Where'd it go? Here we go. Let me go again. That's really sweet. That's really sweet and good. That is actually outstanding. Here we go. Oh, wow. I'm going to say this right now. Oof. That's a hot heater. That's a hot heater. I'm getting strong, very strong. Huge amount of almost like a large, so much. Like from 1 to 10, the amount of pepper I'm getting. Wow, it's insane. Incredibly insane. Sweet, sweet, sweet woody notes. Makes the wrapper just presentable and really good. But that is popping. It is so much pepper on here. It is so much pepper that I don't even have to puff this again. The finish on this is so strong. I have it literally balled up in my mouth, and I'm going to say it's very, very, very strong. Wow. Upmann, AJ Fernandez. AJ Fernandez does some strong stuff. I'm going to say that. He does some full body crazy stuff. This one's really, really up there in, I think this one's maybe a little bit better than the Monte Cristo AJ Fernandez collab that he did. I think so far this one might be better just on the first lineup. Let's see. I might be wrong. Wow. Wow. Boo. That is heavy. That is a real man stogie. Wow. I'm going to say this. You still have this sweet, almost a sweet woody note. It almost tastes like an oak note, okay? That's how strong it is. The pepper on here is remarkably insane. It's so much pepper that I literally don't even have to puff it again. This finish is going to be so long and strong. That's how long and strong this is. And one thing also that I'm getting, I'm getting a very, very strong, almost over roasted coffee note. I'm getting literally a very strong over roasted coffee note with no sugar. Okay, over roasted coffee note with no sugar with a lot of pepper. Woo! That is insane. I'm going to say this right now. I don't think you guys need to know that AJ Fernandez does do strong stogies. But I saw this one at the store and I said, you know what, we got to review this. We got to review this Upmann. I like Upmann. It's good. They do good stuff. But AJ Fernandez, man, he crazy. That boy crazy, that AJ Fernandez. This is heavy duty. Very strong. This is not a beginner stogie. I personally don't tell anybody. I'm just saying this right now. Right here, almost full body to me. Let's go over here. Let's take another nosedive, but I still taste it in my mouth. A lot of pepper, a lot of spices. I might need to put this down because it's just a lot of pepper. Here we go. You gotta eat something before you have this. This is heavy duty. Heavy duty. That's a real man cigar. That's a real man stogie. That's a real man stogie. Woo! Literally, my throat is full of spices. Spices, a little bit of pepper. I almost have like cinnamon. It has so much going on. But that roasted, super over roasted coffee was really, really, ooh. Oh wow! Okay, so I need to pair this with something. This is pretty incredible. I got to pair this with something. I don't want to pair this with this yet. This has a little bit of fruity notes. I kind of want to pair it with that over there, but I kind of want to pair it with this too, right? Heaven Hill, a little bit. But the thing is, that has a little bit of cherry. You know what we're going to start off with? We're going to start off with something light. Let's start off with this. 13 Colon. I'm going to say one thing I like about this is it's so good, man. It's very much, you could say it's a rye, but it doesn't taste like a rye. Here we go, let's pop this open. I'm going to say I ate a full meal and it's still strong. I could still tell that it's heavy duty, full body, man. Full body, wow. The finish on that stogie is insane. It's literally insane strong. You can still taste it. It's still lingering, very strong. But the one thing I do tell you, that many of you should know, it does have a little bit of a over roasted coffee note. It kind of bothers me a little bit because I don't like over roasted coffee notes. I'm gonna say that I like coffee, I like chocolate, but it does bother me that it has almost that, and it does have that, almost like a oak taste, which to me usually I find woody notes most of the time on stogies, right? But to find almost like it's like an over roasted coffee and a little bit of oak. I don't know if this is I don't know if it is for all of you, but this is very, very, very unique. Very unique. Well, we do have to pair it up with a whiskey. So, to pair it up with a whiskey, here we go. Let's see how this changes a little bit. So, we're going to be drinking 13 Colony, the rye whiskey. Here we go. Let's drink this up. That is insanely good. I'm just going to say this. I don't think this is like bubblegum. This is like bubblegum candy. Has a little bit of rye, but it's just like caramel and candy. Goodness. My Lord, that is good. All right, let's see how this goes with this. Let's see how the mix is. Oh, it's a heavy duty one. Wow, that's a heavy duty one. Over here, so far construction is looking pretty good. Heavy duty. Wow. That's a, oh, that is a AJ. That's a real good AJ Fernandez, as a matter of fact. Here we go, let's drink this up. This is outstanding. This mix over here is so good. This is probably going to be the sweetest whiskey we have on stream. Automatically. I'm just going to say, that's the sweetest whiskey we're going to have on stream. Sweetest, creamiest candy profile whiskey we have on stream. 13 Colon, they're doing some good stuff over there. I do want to have this one next after. I want to have this cast strength. But currently, right now, I'm going to say, so far, I'm not even close to having 6 puffs. This is the longest finished stogie I've had in a long time. I bought some expensive ones for the channel for all of you, so you guys can see some reviews. And this one's up against some of those expensive stogies. $30 stogies, $40 stogies, $45 stogies, the $50 stogies that we've done. This really, really holds its own with those. Everything you want in the flavors on a good tobacco. It kind of has it here. But I will say, the pepper note is really, really turned up. I'm going to say cinnamon and pepper turned up. Oh, dang. That is good. That is good. That's a ride. This is a good stick. I want to say this. I didn't say that about the other AJ Fernandez, But this is a good stick so far, and I'm not even out there yet. Look at this. We're gonna have to fix this a little bit. Look at this. Gonna have to fix this a little bit. Let me talk to you about this for a second. My hands. Usually, you could smell in your hands the wrapper when you burn it. Sweet and woody, and almost sweet woody. It almost has like a hickory note in my hand. I can smell it. Very unique. My mouth, literally, a good amount of pepper, long finish, super long finish. AJ Fernandez really holds its own. My hand also smells a little bit different, a little bit fruity, but I don't know if I find any fruits in this. I'll be honest with you guys, just like I always am. Don't find any fruits in this currently, but it does have a very unique flavor to it. And for some of you that like AJ Fernandez, this might be a little bit different than what some of the AJs that you've had. It's really good. I'm also going to say this is not for a rookie. Another one's not for a rookie, okay? Not for a rookie. You have to really know what you like. And this is really actually, it's starting to get creamy. It's starting to get creamy. It's good. I like that. It's starting to get creamy. Let's see how this goes with the whiskey. Have a drink us up. I'm going to take this off the screen so you guys can see what I'm drinking. But this over here, what I'm drinking. Okay, this over here, what I'm drinking that over there. So this over here that I'm drinking, I'm just gonna say this. It's giving this. Let's see if I can put it a little bit closer. Can I put it a little bit closer? Yes, I can. I can put this over here. Boom. Put this over here. What can we put? We can put this one over here. I can put this one over here. Bing bang. Okay, so now that I'm drinking this, I just want to say, it gives it almost like a bubble gum. It gives it a bubble gum. It's really, really nice. I like that company so far. It's an amazing company. And it's giving this a bubblegum caramel, bubblegum kind of a vibe, a little bit sweet rye spice that has, a little bit of sweet rye spice. This is a good mix. I personally just say I don't even know if the other ones are going to be as good as this with this combo. So I'm going to just show you the combo before anything. Let me move this out of the way. So the combo that we're having will be this over here. Nice combo. This is an absolute banger, a real banger. This is a real good combo. I do recommend a lot of you, if you want this and you find this one at the store, buy this one. This one's about under $50, probably the least expensive one. As a matter of fact, we have two other ones that are least expensive. But this over here is a great combo. I would recommend it. As a matter of fact, I want to keep on drinking it. That's how good it is. It's so good that I want to keep on drinking it. There's something about the AJ Fernandez Stokies. They're so strong that it gives me almost like, it gives me a strong, a clinged on taste on the back of my throat. That's one thing about AJ Fernandez that I'll never ever forget. They're just very, very strong. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it without some whiskey. Here we go. Very, very, very woody notes. I got a lot of woody notes on that half. Super dark roasted coffee. The pepper that I was first getting, it's it's dying down. You can still taste it now on the roof of my mouth, but it's dying down a lot more than it was before. So we're gonna drink another whiskey. Now I do want to drink this whiskey I do want to drink this whiskey. Okay, so we're going to put this one on the back. And we're going to put this one next. This is one of my favorites right now currently. This one should have that cherry note that you guys are maybe looking for in a stogie. Here we go. Here we go. Let's put this over here. Boom, boom. Here we go. AJ Fernandez. Yes, AJ Fernandez. Let's see. I'm going to do this first. Hasn't changed much, but you can see the construction's pretty good. Look at construction on here, really, really nice, good. Okay, let's try this out with the stove. Let's try this out with this 13 colony cast strength, 120 proof. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I don't think that is insane. That is remarkable. I honestly can't believe that that's even acceptable to be even on the shelf. This is just ridiculous with the combo I'm having. God, that's so good. So this has no pepper. Okay, it has no pepper in it, right? Last I remember, it had no pepper. You could go rewind the review on this one. 2025, a cast strength, 120 proof. This is insanely ridiculous. Why is it ridiculous? Because you do get a lot bit of pepper on here. You get the cherry on here that's really, really insane. The cherry on here is what really, really makes this very, very unique. It has a richness, and it has a beautiful, beautiful, almost the most unique whiskey currently in the world right now, I think. That one right there, very insane. It has almost like a cherry coke and a root beer kind of a vibe, and it also has a good, rich amount of almost caramel, and it just goes with this so good. A little bit sweet, that whiskey, but you can't tell it's sweet because it's so strong, 120 proof. I'm gonna say this. With this, here we go. Let's see. With this. Oh, man. Oof. This company is just killing it. This company is killing it. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. It has to be better than any Macallan out there. They ain't a Macallan better than this. I'm sorry to say, for any of you that like Macallan, you can throw away all your Macallans. You can throw away your Macallan 18, your special edition a PX, any Macallans. This over here, forget about your Macallans. If you guys like Scotch whiskey, this right here, I'm gonna say it doesn't go. Personally, I'm gonna say this: you can throw away all your. I guarantee it. I put $1,000 on it. Okay, you will like the H. Upmann. Okay, H. Upmann. AJ Fernandez with that 13 colony. It's so good. It's really, honestly, the longest finish combo that I can say. And it's just, I just got to finish this up. This is goddamn good. Here we go. You can't find it better. I'm sorry to say, that other one was really good. Like this one was really good. This gives it almost like a bubblegum vibe to it. If you want bubblegum vibe to this stogie, something like this would be good. It's a little bit different, very different. The corn that they use on here is just so remarkable. It makes this really, really insane. The finish on there is so cherry forward and strong. Oof, my mouth is full of all the notes This is honestly one of the best treats you could have. And I'm going to say so far, this H. Upmann, it's holding its own. It's really, really nice. So far, so good on this one. The pepper is flowing through pretty nice. A little bit of sweet, sweet wood. I'm starting to get just a tad bit of honey somewhere. I'm getting a tad bit of honey. Let me see. Honey's here. Honey's here. Ooh, that pepper. Ooh. Ooh. It also has like a overly charred oak note. It isn't officially the whiskey. It's actually the stogie. It has an overcharred oak note, and it's starting to get more present throughout the stogie. That whiskey is so good that I want to drink more of it. I'm gonna say this does give almost like a sweet chord, very different vibe. Cherry, beautiful cherry. Almost like a cherry, maybe a cherry dessert that adds to this stogie really good. I'm going to say this. Now that we're talking about cherry, I kind of want to do this, okay? I want to do the port finish, Guadalupe. This might be really good. It might be really bad. We're going to see. But currently, I'm going to say this. Ooh, found the mosquito. Come on. Yes. Got him. Thing been biting me, sucking my blood this whole stream. We're going to do this one. It's going to be an expensive bottle, $150, $200. But remember, if you do want a good combo with something that's strong, a stogie that's strong, try to buy yourself some finished whiskey. Finished whiskey is always going to be good. Let's pour this here. I'm actually curious to have the, I don't know if AM's in the chat room, but AM bought one of, he bought one of the Texas whiskeys because of me. One of my favorites out there that has a cognac finish. And I'm thinking about maybe putting it on the stream, but I have a lot of whiskeys already on here. Maybe I'll put it on the next stream. Next stream, we're going to do the Padron. We're going to do the Padron Stogie. Yes, the Padron Stogie. Anyways, here we go. Make sure it's lit. It's good. Good to see Farm Kitty chat room, Texas. Shout out to Texas. Okay, here we go. Let's try this out. And Garrison Brothers, Guadalupe. Let's see if this is a good combo. Now remember, the Guadalupe has a port cast finish. So you will get some fruity notes. You're going to get that Texas heat, that Texas oak, that Texas corn. So this is going to be a little bit different. But I do kind of want to reset my palate. Because that stogie just... That stogie's strong, man. Not too strong, but it's getting there. Remember, when you ever do any of these things, make sure to eat. Make sure to eat. Okay, here we go. So let's coat our mouth with a little bit of Texas whiskey. Beautiful Texas whiskey. Let's show you how dark. This is actually darker than those two. And here we go. This is clocking at 107. 107 proof. Let's drink this up. Oh, that's good. You can tell there's a lot of fruits in there. A ton of fruits. Good to see April in the chat room, Farm Kitty. Here we go. that's, that's insane. That's insane. It gives the wrapper a super sweet, almost like a grape. It gives it a super sweet, almost grape kind of a vibe. It gives it a juiciness. It actually complements this very, very well. Now remember this wrapper, very beautiful wrapper. I'm going to say one of the best wrappers I've seen so far. Look at the wrapper, how nice. It looks to me like a Sumatra wrapper. For some of you that don't know, There you go, Sumatra wrapper it looks like. And you don't have too many veins on here. You can see one vein. By the way, I did pick this one out of all of them. There was some that had veins up here. And this one has a vein here, a little tad little vein. Doesn't bother me as much, but I do know that it does bother me sometimes when there's too much veins. It's a really, really nice wrapper. And with this, Garrison Brothers is expensive. Garrison Brothers. It's actually a very good treat. I really, really like this. I really, really like this a lot. And I'm going to say that H. Upmann. Yes, H. Upmann. AJ Fernandez. Here we go. Ooh. I'm going to say it does need a little bit of, it needs a little bit of almost like a sweet whiskey. And that goes really good. That Texas really, it really hits. Shout out to Texas. That Texas really hits. Here we go. Let's drink this up. That's remarkable. That is remarkable. I'm getting a little bit of grapes, almost like a grape jam in here. A little bit of grape jam, a little bit of caramel. A lot of pepper. The pepper goes really good with this because this has pepper on it. A little bit of pepper. The oak, very traditional oak from Texas. You can taste it. It complements this very, very good. We have to fix this. Look at this. We got to fix this. This complements this very, very well. So far, number one. 13th Colony. Number 2, Garrison Brothers, Guadalupe. This is number 2 with the rankings. I honestly thought this was going to get, I thought this was going to be a little bit better than the Garrison Brothers, but the Garrison Brothers has a lot of almost like a grape, beautiful grape note. This one, it's good. It's really good, but it's like bubblegum candy. It does go very well with this stogie, but I personally like this one a little bit more than that one. So that one's third place, really good. And I'm just going to say this for any of you that see some of these whiskeys. I did pick out random ones. Don't think I thought about this. It took me 5 minutes to pick some of these whiskeys, okay? So we have a lot of whiskeys. I just wanted to pick some of these out. And if you see one that you like, go by the store. And you'll know how it pairs up. Let's drink the rest of it. We have a little drop left. That goddamn good, man. Woo! Good thing I have another bottle. I think I got 2 more bottles. I think I have 2 or 1, but that's really, really good. We're almost at the halfway point. So far, I still have that almost super coffee, over roasted coffee. I still have that. It's getting a little bit creamy also. It's getting a little bit creamy. I don't know if I told you. It's getting a little bit creamy. The pepper note is dying down a little bit. The woody. There's a little woody note on here, and almost has an oak. Almost an oak note on here. I thought it was the whiskeys at first, but it's actually this. And now I'm smelling my hand. My hand actually smells like wood, like a wood barrel. Has a little bit of funkiness on there. Usually I like to smell my hands after, and I smell them through my day. Maybe through the 2 hours after I smoke. I don't know if you guys do that. I do that. I tell you, I don't like to smell my hands currently, and that's very rare. I don't like the smell. I don't like the smell of my hands. Okay, I'm going to say this. So we had this one. Let's move this out of the way. We had this one. What do I want to add to it? Oof. Let's try to add a little bit of a good American rye whiskey. Overhalt? Or should I put something already? Yes, let's put this. Because I was going to put this one. Maybe we should. You know what? We should put this. I'm already in the high-proof zone. What is this? This one is 95 proof. Yeah, I'm in a hot zone. We're going to drink. This is what we're going to drink. We're going to drink the Bookers, okay? That's what we're going to drink. We're going to drink the Bookers. Let's see if we put this over here. No, we'll put this over here. It looks better. We'll drink the Bookers. So let's do that. Let's drink the Bookers. Before I drink the Bookers, gotta drink a little water. I might need to clean this out a little bit. Just a second. Here we go. If you guys like this stream, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Let's clean this bad boy up real quick. A little calm stream for Mondays. I know sometimes you guys work on a Mondays and it's too hectic for you. Okay, let's pour up some Bookers. This is one of the best Bookers currently right now in the market. Better than all the Bookers of the previous years. Okay, here we go. Let's pop this open. And let's pour ourselves a little bit. There you go. Pour ourselves a little bit. Okay. So we're going to be doing Bookers. Let's put this center stage. We can put this right here. No big deal. That's the one we just had. Okay, let me go through this one more time. It's getting nice, creamy, nice and creamy now. Almost to the halfway point, and it's really getting nice and creamy. I like it. I'm starting to like it more now. Here we go. Let's have it with the Bookers, okay? Cheers, all of you. Let's drink this up. That is outstanding. Wow. That's outstanding. Currently, all of these that I'm having have a fruit note on them. This one has like a raspberry. Has like a little bit of raspberry. A little bit of raspberry. Ooh, that's so good. I could taste a little bit of white pepper on here. A little bit of raspberry, white pepper. I'm getting nice sweet oak on this one. And that's good. Wow, that's good. Okay, let's have it with the H. Upmann. Let's have it with the H. Upmann, the AJ Fernandez H. Upmann. Ooh, that's a new ball game right there. That's good. Ooh, that's good. Man. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. It's time to drink this. Here we go, let's drink this now. Let's see. That is insane. That is remarkable. The finish on this with this is insane. Raspberry, a little bit of raspberry. Oh, white pepper. This doesn't have almost that white pepper taste that this has a full black. This has black pepper, okay? So when you put a little bit of that in this, real good combo. Sweet oak, very nice oak. Oh man, caramel, beautiful caramel, man. Oh man, this is actually gonna be better than. Wow. This is better than this. On the combo, this is better than this. So I'm just gonna rip it. I'm gonna rip it. Texas. You know what, Texas? You guys were close to first place, but now, right now, Texas, you're coming in. You're coming in. Oof! It's either this. It's either this, or it's this. It's either this or this. I'm gonna have to try both of them at the end, but I'm gonna say, whoa, that is. I'm gonna say that's really, really good. So I'm gonna say this for a lot of you, just in case you just tuned in. Okay, if you have this, pair it. Okay, pair it with a good whiskey that has a little bit of strong, dark, maybe not even dark, but very, very, dark fruits. Dark fruits. Any whiskey that has dark fruits goes really, really good with this. Any whiskey that has dark fruits in it, go with this. Go with it. It goes with this. I mean, look, I'm blown away because I'm just blown away right now. I'm lost in words. This is really good. I don't know where to put this. I don't know if I put that in first place or second place. That's how good it is. Here we go. The coffee note is it's getting a little bit tuned down. A little bit tuned down. More creaminess going. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla. I'm getting a tad bit of vanilla. I'm pretty sure that it's probably this. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla. Here we go. Let's drink this out. That's remarkable. That is. I'm going to have to say this and that 13 quality. That is outstanding. I'm going to say the proofing on this one, I think it's a little bit higher than the other one. 125.7 proof. Better than Macallan by a mile. Better than Macallan by a mile with this H. Upmann, AJ Fernandez. Whoa. You know, let's just say Macallan. There's a lot of people that like Macallan and Scotch whiskeys. Only issue that you have with that in this stogie, I'm going to say this for a lot of you that like Scotch whiskey. Only issue you have with this stogie, and maybe some of you that will have Scotch whiskey, you're not gonna add. You don't want to add. Personally, I wouldn't add like stone fruits to this. If you have any stone fruits, I don't think it's gonna go good. It's gonna be almost like what's the word? Sickening. That's the word. It's gonna be sickening. And I personally tell you that if you do like Scotch whiskey, put the Scotch whiskey away with this one. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this up front. This stogie needs a full body bourbon whiskey. That's what it needs. Full body bourbon whiskey. Now that I said that, I kind of want to try this. This does have a little bit of fruity notes too. I'm gonna try this one now. And for some of you, before I try it, we already drank this, but I have to go back to this one. We got to rank these, and we're going to see who's going to be the winner, okay? We're going to see who's the winner. So let me drink the rest of this. Man, that's good. Okay, I'm going to put this one back in my glass. Just a little lick. A little lick. Just a tad, just a little lick, okay? Little lick. That's what I tell her. That's why I said just a little lick. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Let's see. No. Wait, let's see. Georgia's still winning. I'm going to say Georgia whiskey's still winning. This is going to be number 2. It's going to be number 2 in the ranking. This is so good. It's really up there with the number 1. It's really up there with that. I'm going to say that ahead of time for some of you. I don't want to beat around the bush. Sometimes if you beat around the bush, guess what happens? The bush falls, and it falls right on you. Don't beat around the bush. This is still first place on this combo, okay? It's still first place. Second place goes to right now currently Booker's. God, it's so good with this mix. At third place, Garrison Brothers, like I was telling you, it's really, really good. And then the other 13 colony, there you go. I'm going to have to light this up a little bit because we got to do it. Oof. That's a long finish. I almost get like a hickory taste, a cherry wood and hickory taste on the back of my palate because of this stogie in the combo of that whiskey. Oof, that's so good. Okay, we're going to drink a different whiskey to see and compare, right? So we had this one. This one's second place. You know what? Since this one's third place, we're going to have to move some stuff. We're going to keep the top 3 in play right here. We're going to keep the top 3 in play. We're going to put this one over here. Boom. We're going to put this over here. Booker's, yes. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the Heaven Hill You could buy it at the store. This one's really easy to find. These three, well, all those four are a little bit hard to find. This one's really easy to find. Let's see if we could pops open. Pour up a little bit. There you go, pour up a little bit. Let's see how this is. I need to take the top off. Here we go. We're trying it out with the Bone Heaven Hill, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Now, reason why I kind of wanted to put this, I wanted something that was a little bit more commercial, right? Something you guys can find in your stores. And what better way to just put on a show with something that some of you can get, right? So we're gonna do that with that. And for some of you, if the light is off, I'll put on the light for some of you. Let's put a little bit of light on here. There we go. We can put a little bit of light. Not that bad, not that shabby. Here we go. Put a little bit of light on here. Good. Let's smoke this. Let's smoke this up. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's try it with the Heaven Hill. A bottle and bond. Here we go. Let's drink this up. That is a little bit weak. A little bit weak. But you still get a good amount of, I get a good amount of, that's a good one. That's a good one. Here we go. Let's see how it goes. Had a mosquito here again. Dang. Getting summer. It's turning into summertime. So what it gives me, I get a little bit of brown sugar on here that does complement this. It complements this wrapper. I also get a good finish, almost a sweet finish. You got a little bit of cherry. Now, the cherry I'm talking about is like one of those cherries that they put in your cocktails. One of those cherries, like the super red cherries. It's giving me that. Remember, raspberry. That one had a raspberry. This one had a dark cherry. But this over here with that, really good. Let's try it out here. Oof. I just took a big hit of that. Oh, that pepper is still real kicking. Here we go. Oof, it's in the back end. Oof. That's a strong stoke. Oof. What happened to the creaminess? It's gone. Oof. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. This is Heaven Hill with this. That's good. That's good. But that's going to have to fall last place. There's a reason why. It's a little bit weak. Yeah, this is 100 proof. This is 100 proof. But you need to have something that overpowers the stogie a little bit. The stogie needs a little bit of oomph. It needs a little bit of a hit, okay? So you need something a little bit stronger for this one. The H. Upmann, AJ Fernandez. And this one doesn't really fit the bill. This one's a little bit light, almost like watery light. You can't really chew it as much as all the ones that we just had. You got a good amount of brown sugar. The cherry note is beautiful. Also, the oak note on here, it's a little bit different than those. This one over here, it's a little bit, just a tad bit dry. I'm getting a little bit tad bit dry of an oak note. Maybe it's because I'm having this, but I can say we got the regular traditional vanilla. We got the brown sugar on here that I can taste really nicely. But the one thing that's standing out to me on this one is that beautiful little cherry note that I have. It's a little bit nutty, too. There's a little bit nut going on that whiskey that's complementing this stick just a tad bit, just a tad bit. Nothing crazy, unless a stogie is really giving me some nuttiness. But I don't think that this one has any nuttiness from the beginning to where I'm at the halfway point. I didn't find any nuttiness, which to me, it's okay. It's okay as long as I have a little bit of something different. It's okay. I'm gonna say this so far. I like it. I like it. Do I want to actually recommend you guys this? Again, I'm gonna have to say we're gonna have to keep on doing this. But for the rookies, this is not a rookie stogie. I'm gonna say this again. This is not a rookie stogie. Okay, I am getting a little bit of nuttiness, but I think it's this. Heaven Hill does have a lot of nuttiness in their whiskey, so it has to be that. But let's see, just in case. Oh shoot! Ah, woo! That is it's strong, man. Ooh, that's strong. As a matter of fact, I think it's a stogie. I think it's a stogie. I think it's a stick. I think it's a stick that has a little bit of nuttiness, like a super roasted nut, super over roasted coffee note. Maybe it's a coffee note I'm tasting, but it does have that, and it does still have that creaminess. But I'm gonna say the pepper on this, it's killing my throat a little bit. Remember, you only inhale this into your mouth, you flavor it out. I'm gonna say this smoke also is very thick. You can almost, what's the word that I can say? It's a very thick smoke, very, very thick smoke. And for some of you, this is not helping. I'm honest to say, this is not helping. It's last place. I gotta get that out of the way. Oof. When you have a whiskey that doesn't match the stogie, oof. Man, that's a long finish. That's a strong, strong pepper note. AJ Fernandez, man, I'll tell you that right now. Very, 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 very. You need something really to overpower a little bit of that pepper. We had to fix this up. Look, so far the construction is getting off, so we're gonna fix that up. All you have to do is just burn it around, okay? The aroma in the air is remarkable. The aroma in the air is remarkable. I do kind of smell a little bit of nuttiness. Maybe it is really this. We're at the halfway point. We're at the halfway point. It has changed a tad bit. I actually, I'm pretty fond of this now. It's a little bit different now. Good. It changed a little bit, just a tad bit. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be drinking. I'm going to be drinking the one that I want to drink, and that is officially going to be Joseph Magnus. And this is a Joseph Magnus, as many of you probably can get. About expensive, very expensive, right? Very expensive. Let's pop this open. And let's pour us a little bit of our. Let's pour a little bit in our glass. Okay, so is this going to be number one? Woof. We're going to see. Is this going to be number one? Okay, let me go over here, halfway point. Let's see. I think my taste buds are ready. They've calmed down a little bit from that other whiskey. That other whiskey is not good with this. I'm going to say it right now. Not good with that. I do recommend many of you to have a higher proof whiskey or something that has a little bit of a sweet flavor, just like the one I showed you. Okay, for all of you, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is let's go for this one. Let's take a draw out of this, and let's mix it up with the Joseph Magnus the cigar blend. Ooh, this has changed. This has changed. Holy Lord. It has changed. Ooh, it's getting a little bit sweet now. A tad bit of sweetness. I can't officially tell you because I'm having some of these whiskeys. I'm getting a little bit of vanilla on here. I didn't get the vanilla before. The pepper is still, if you take a big hit of this, You can get a lot of pepper, okay? We get a little bit of nuttiness on here, which I'm going to say the nuttiness is very, very different than what I had at the beginning. The beginning of this stogie, I didn't really get a nuttiness, but I'm starting to get it now, and it's going pretty good with this. Still have the coffee note. The coffee note has died down a little bit. It has almost got almost to the point that it's real good coffee. Before it was over roasted, almost like a the coffee bean. Like that's what it tasted like, a super dark coffee at the beginning. But now it's getting really, really different. I'm gonna just do this one more draw here and see, and then I'm gonna drink that Joseph Magnus. Creaminess, vanilla, nuttiness. Oh, white pepper, black pepper, white pepper, black pepper. Oof. White pepper, black pepper is still there. A little bit of spice too, a little bit of spice. Oof. That is so different, and creaminess makes it nice and creamy. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do the Joseph Magnus. Joseph Magnus, here we go. Expensive whiskey. But let's see how it goes. My mouth is filled up with a lot of pepper. A lot of pepper. Here we go. That is remarkable. Oh, my Lord. Oh, that's god dang remarkable. Oh, that's insane. Wow. That is, I'm gonna just show you again. I'm getting a little bit of molasses, beautiful molasses, strong caramel. I'm getting a little bit of spice on here. I'm getting a tad bit of leather, fruit note. Dark fruits on here, very nice dark fruits on here, super dark fruits, almost like a cherry, dark cherry, a dark berry, dark cherry, dark berry. That is, I honestly thought that the other one was going to win. I thought the other one was going to win, but I think this is really it. This is really it. And also, it has a super sweet tobacco note on here that it lingers on the finish. It makes this from a regular H. Upmann, AJ Fernandez to a super elite stogie. I'm going to say this is really remarkable, this mix. I didn't expect this. I brought it out here, but I didn't think it was going to be like so much of a crazy performance. But this one over there with this, woof. Let's see. That is insane. How it has changed this a little bit. Here we go. That is remarkable. You can't write this up. Honestly, you can't write this up. This is not even a game. Over here, we have the three best. Three best. We even have them on the screen. The three best. I can't explain to you how much I want to drink another pour of Van Joseph. We're going to drink another Joseph Magnus pour. It is ridiculous. I'm going to say, underrated. Underrated. Nobody talks about it because nobody can afford it. That is ridiculous. Ooh, again, I'm going to say this. I'm going to have to pour more of this. I'm going to have to pour more of this. It's so really, honestly, so good. I can honestly say that there's no way that it comes close. This is really good. We have this one in second place. This Booker's really good. But after having this, I think this one has something. I think it has something to work with. So here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put the battle of the century over here, which is going to be both of these up against each other. This is one of my favorite whiskeys out there, but personally I brought it out here because I didn't think some of these other whiskeys would stand with this. But this one is pretty good. The Booker's did really good. And I personally don't even want to put this on the screen anymore. That's almost like putting that's almost like putting a college basketball player, college football player up against a professional. I wouldn't do that. So I'm not going to put that. I was going to put that on the stream, but I'm not going to put it. Also, I was going to put this one on here, but I'm not going to put it on anymore because these three are the ones. These three are the heavy hitters, and I'm going to personally say that Joseph Magnus. Joseph Magnus. Here we go. We're gonna see. We're gonna see the battle. Let's see the battle with the stogie. Let's see the battle with the stogie. Let's see which one wins. So we're gonna put this one up against the first place one. Here we go. Oh, strong one. Woo, strong. Here we go. That is on them. Oh my Lord. Ooh. That is undeniable. You honestly, I don't think you can beat that. You can't beat that. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't tried the other one. This is the leader. That is the leader right now. I don't even remember what it tastes like. That's how good this is. Honestly, the amount of everything you have here, molasses, a little bit of molasses, caramel on here. It does have a little bit of spice, almost a little bit, tad bit of also oak note on here is just precisely insane, really, really good. A little bit of leather, sweet tobacco, which this is not giving me right now. This is not giving me no sweet. This is giving me that creamy, peppery, almost full coffee, no sugar. This is really giving me a little bit of nuttiness. And this one I think is oof. That's good, man. I need to walk this one out. That is really good. I need to walk this one out real quick. That is insane. That's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, here we go. We're gonna finish this up. We're gonna finish this up here. We're gonna finish up what we have here. But right now, oof. Let's see how 13 Colony comes up with this one. Booker's, I'm sorry to say, Booker's, you can't. It's close, but it just doesn't compare to both of these brown Dookie bottles. You can't. What color is this? The color of Dookie. You can't compare. Okay, you can't compare. Those two are really outstanding. Here we go. Let's drink the rest of this. Oh, I'm almost getting a raspberry note too. Raspberry, dark cherry, molasses. Man, here we go. Let me see with this. That's top tier, man. That's top notch. That's top notch. That's top tier. Oh man, that's good. The longest finish, I think, out of all of them. The Joseph Magnus with this stogie, longest finish, and it's a strong finish too. It keeps your mouth a little bit coated. Your teeth is coated. The top of your mouth, the back of your throat, everything's coated, and it's just such a long finish. You honestly can't. I don't think that other bottle is going to be able to beat this. So this is what we're going to do. I don't want to put all these on the screen. I want to put just two on the screen. So let's take us out, and this is automatically going to be third place. This one's also good, but let's take that one out because I don't want that to be showing. Right now, we're focusing on the winners, right? We're focusing on the winners. I actually don't want to even show bookers anymore. Man, this is good. Okay. 2. Let's take this other one out of the screen. This is really good. Outstanding. Really good. But we have to say which one's going to win. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see who's going to win. But we have our water in the middle. Let's put our water over here. I'll put it on the side so you guys don't see too much of the bottle water bottle. Here we go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back to this one. I'm going to tell you what I think. I personally still think this is going to win. Still think it's going to win the battle. But here we go. We're going to do this. Let's pour this up. Let's pour this up. 120 proof. Did I tell you guys the proofing on the other bottle? I don't think I did. Let me tell you the proofing. I think this one was, if I remember correctly, 63% ABV. So for a lot of you, you can multiply that by 2, and then you can get the proofing on that one. You get that proofing on that one. 40. If somebody could do the math for me, I'm really not at the point of doing any math right now. I need to focus on this. And this is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm having a good time for all of you. If you guys are enjoying the stream, I really appreciate it. So here we go. We're going to do this. First off, make sure it doesn't turn off. Let's clean that ash off. Let's light this up one more time. I'm finding and detecting a lot of nuttiness. Creaminess, and nuttiness. I'm detecting a lot of that. Here we go. A lot of nuttiness I'm getting. Here we go. 13 colony, 120 proof. Let's see. Oh, man. It's so good. It's like a burnt cherry cake. A burnt cherry cake. Burnt cherry cake. It has a little bit of a sweetness on the back end and the front. Oof, this is a hard one. A hard one. They're both really, really good. But I think I have an idea of who the winner is going to be. And it's a little bit sweeter. This isn't as sweet. This isn't as sweet as that one. Here we go. Let's try this out. Oof. Oof. This is changing. Completely. I'm gonna take off the band. Let's take the band off. Ooh. Ooh, you could taste the finish on that whiskey. That's remarkable. Oh, man, that's good. I'm getting a little bit of smokiness. Almost like a hickory cherry wood, a smoke on the back end, a little bit of sweetness, and that's probably a combination of the wrapper of this stogie and the whiskey. They're both really, really good. The combo is actually preferred the sweeter, almost like full body, strong, overpowering whiskeys. Yes, this one's overpowering. Again, this is 64.93% ABV. And then this one over here, It's over here at 60.33% ABV. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And I still have to drink this because I'm just blown away by the finish. So here we go. Let me just tell you the difference. This one almost has like a maple syrup, cherry kind of vibe. Had a little bit of smoke in it. It's almost like a hickory smoke with this. It turns into a hickory and cherry smoke with this. And it's very beautiful. It gives it a good sweetness of the corn. There's a little bit of a sweet, beautiful sweetness. And that's because of the corn. They use some Georgia corn that makes this very unique. Now, when I'm talking about that, you don't really find sweet corn on here, okay? You don't find sweet corn on here, and you find all those really insane notes. Remember, this is a straight burn whiskey finished in Armagnac, in sherry, and cognac cask. So this is going to be an expensive bottle. It's going to be very expensive, and you just get everything. On this one, you get really everything. Only thing I can say is the price. One thing that's beating this one is the price. This was under $100. That's what's really beating this. You got a point over here. 100%. This one's about $200 and some dollars. So we could say the point over there goes to really that bottle over there. The sweeter whiskey will go over here. But then again, what do you want? You want a sweeter whiskey? You want a full-bodied whiskey, something with a lot of finish? And personally, we're going to have to go on the flavor. And the flavor, to me, they're both almost identically amazing. They're both really good with this. I can't tell you flipping a coin would be easy because these two are really good. But there's one that's going to be outstanding and more number one than any of them. And I'm sorry to say, but there is actually a stogie on here on the screen. If there was no stogie, it'd be a little bit different, okay? There is a stogie on here, and this stogie adds to the flavors of some of these whiskeys. So let me finish this up, and let me give you my final remark on this one because I need to go back to that one. Let me drink this. That's a perfect whiskey. They're both perfect. Both of these whiskeys are perfect. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. It's going to be a hard one to pick. These are both number ones. I honestly can't tell you that they're not number one. They're both number one. They're both really good. But let's see how this goes. Oh, it's just my mouth is filled with a lot more notes to add to that. It almost gives it an extra add-on to it, something that this has by itself. So right now, currently, the point is going to the Joseph Magnus. Man, oof. It's so good. I almost don't want to have another swipe all of this because the flavors in my mouth are just so perfect. I don't want it to fade away. They're not fading away. This is a flavor that I can have in my mouth now. Long finish, super long finish, a longer finish than this. Weirdly, I know it's very weird. It has a longer finish than this also. There's something you guys need to know. If you want something with a finish. This has great finish, right? It's finished in three different casks, right? Cherry, cognac, and Armagnac. But that doesn't make it a longer finish than this. This one over here, for some reason, it's just a long finish, and you can really taste that throughout the hour, even the 30 minutes. It's the longest finished whiskey out there in the market currently. And I'm going to say, if you haven't bought that one, you need to buy it. But I have to really go back to this Joseph Magnus. I got to go back to Joseph Magnus and tell you the final review. Let's see. Again, there's different batches, okay, different batches. Sometimes you'll find something that doesn't have as many fruit notes. Sometimes you don't find as many fruit notes in some of your Joseph Magnus. They're all different, right? Here we go. We're gonna drink. Oh man, the finish on that is just, it's so long and strong, man. It's so good. What do I prefer? We're gonna see now. I'm gonna drink this up, but I prefer both of them. They're both winners to me. They're both really, really winners. They're both winners. If I could have two whiskeys for the rest of my life currently right now, I'm going to say these two are really, really good with this stogie. I don't think I would pick another kind of whiskey. This is actually the perfect mix that I even picked. I can't believe I even picked this on the stream. Let me see. Joseph Magnus, here we go. No way. So hard. That's insane. Okay, here we go. Oh. Oh. There is a huge difference. Oh man. Joseph Magnus just gives you so much more. Has so much, like it has a beam of everything. It also gives you a little bit of a very, very nice oak. They're both very good. I'm gonna say this. I don't think I've ever put number one on. I never put two bottles on number one. I've never put two bottles on number one on the streams. I've never done it before. Never in my life have I done that. Ever. I've never put two bottles of whiskey as a number one whiskey. Never in my life have I done that. And I just have to say, that I think we might have to do that. These two over here are magnificent. There is no whiskey out there that's going to be able to compare. I honestly can, in the back of my head, I can't really think of another whiskey to compare as good as these two are on the stream. This is almost a master class of what to pick out with this H. Upmann. Man, these are two. I'm gonna say this. They're both number one. Okay, they're both number one. I can't deny the fact that they're just so good. They're really good. They're both number one. Let me make sure you guys see it. There you go. You guys see it. They're both number one. Okay, both number one. And if I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a plus to, they almost. This is the thing. This has almost everything you want with this. But the problem is the price. If they were both the same price, it'd be a little bit different. So that's why I have to say both of these are number one. And if you get the chance to buy both of these, buy both of them. $100, about $200 some dollars. They're both really good. And I'm gonna say those are gonna be the ones that I'm putting number one. I can't tell you that I can't put none of these on number two. I can't put these on number two. I just can't. It's against my rules right now. We gotta change the rules and bend them a little bit. I have to do that because it's just so good. Let's start putting some of the whiskeys that we had on the stream on here. And let's surround us with the whiskeys that we had on the stream. There we go. Put this over here. Put this over here. Put this over here. Put this over here. And then we can put this one over here. Boom. I can't really tell you guys, I'll go out there and buy this because it's expensive. But if you find a 13 Colony, that would be your bet. They're both number one. Those two are really good. And for a lot of you, I'm just going to say this. I don't honestly tell you to usually buy two, but if you can buy both of them, I would tell you to do it. On this stream, we have officially reviewed this. There's not much of a notes that I can find more on this stogie, the H. Upmann. Yes, the H. Upmann. AJ Fernandez. Yes, AJ Fernandez. I love the band. But officially, we are officially to the end point. Now, if you don't have the money for any of these, This one is the one you might want to get. Okay, if you don't have the money for any of these, this is the one you want to get. Forget about buying Macallan's. Forget about buying your high-end Scotch whiskey. This H. Upmann needs a little bit of sugar butter, okay? It needs a little bit of that sugar kick. It needs a little bit of that brown sugar. It needs a little bit of that caramel. And at least a little bit, it does need a lot of darker fruits. I don't recommend you personally to have a Scotch whiskey with this. If you want to have a Scotch whiskey with this, you're going to see that you might not like the combo. You're going to say this right now, you might not like the combo. So again, if you want a Tiffany Blue, 13 Colony, 95 proof, really good. If you can't find this one, buy this. This go really good with this one. You go rewind and see what I thought about this one. This one has to come in second place. Booker's is ridiculous. It should be first place, but it's not because, well, these two are in the mix. Those two are outstanding, and not only is those two outstanding, but this stream has been fantastic. I had a fun time. I've enjoyed myself reviewing this, and if I enjoy myself reviewing this with 0 super chats, that's all that matters, okay? On the stream. I'm going to say this. H. Upmann, there's a review. H. Upmann, AJ Fernandez. And for a lot of you, there you go, AJ Fernandez. There we go. There it is. There it is. What a AJ Fernandez. What a construction. What a good one. What a good one. It's strong, not for a rookie again. Before I start saying goodbye to any of you, let's drink the Joseph Magnus. That's irreplaceable. You can't replace that. Honestly. There's nothing you could do to replace that. Those two are number one, 13 Colony, cast strength. Joseph Magnus, high proof, cigar blend. What a stream, what a stream. You guys are amazing. I'm going to say this. Man, the finish on there is so long. I'm going to say this for all of you. Huge shout-outs to the USA for all of you watching. Huge shout-outs to the USA. Huge shout-outs to the U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over the moon. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button if you like this stream so far. If I save you some money. Yes, because at the stream, we did put this Heaven Hill. Okay, we did put this Heaven Hill. It's a good whiskey, but it doesn't go good. It doesn't go good with the stogie. That's why we don't have it on the screen, okay? We don't have it on the screen because it just doesn't go good. I was also going to put a cheaper whiskey on here, and I personally think it's just not going to be a good look. So for a lot of you watching, huge shout outs to all of you. Recap, Guadalupe, Garrison Brothers, 13 Colony, Southern Rye, Booker's Berry Batch, Joseph Magnus, the Cigar Blend, and then 13 Colony, Southern Bourbon Whiskey, straight from Georgia, 120 some proof, and this is the 2025 batch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a stream. This is a live stream. If you like the stream, comment down below, comment, and for all of you watching, who's going to be the last one I see in the chat room, comment in the chat room. Comment in the chat room, and I'll give you a shout out on this stream if I see you before I leave. For all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, eat a good meal. Eat a good meal. Yeah, especially before you drink any Booker's or any Stogie. Eat a good meal. A full meal. Because this is a heavy one. H. Upmann, AJ Fernandez, that's a review. You guys are amazing. And Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Who's the last one I see in the chat room? There you go. April O'Neil, I'll see you, April O'Neil. Here we go, Farm King, I'll see you over here for all of you watching. I'll see you all soon on the next one. Reaper officially signing out. I'll see you soon. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. We're number one. Hit the like button for the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And in the corner, 3 little dots down below, there's a comment box. Hit that comment box. Comment. And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe. And don't forget, get your memberships. I'll see you all soon tomorrow. Reaper signing out.